Good morning, students. We are going to discuss first chapter of physics class 9, that is rest and motion. As we all know, rest and motion are relative terms. Suppose you are moving in a train, then all the passengers sitting in a train are in the rest position with respect to each other. But if you compare the position of a passenger with respect to a standing pole or tree outside, the passenger will be in the motion. We can take other example also. We are a part of the earth. We are in the rest position with respect to a stationary object on the earth. But suppose you are comparing ourselves with the other planet, we are in the motion. So here chapter starts with rest and motion. We are going to discuss the physics, and in physics we discuss about the physical quantities. You must be aware what are physical quantities. Physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured. For example, we can measure mass of an object. We can measure force acting on any body. We can measure pressure acting on any body. We can measure the speed of the body. So these are the example of the physical quantity. There are other quantities which cannot be measured. For example, we cannot measure how much a mother loves to a child. How much anger we show to our student in the classroom. There is no device by which we can measure feelings of a person. So those quantities which cannot be measured are called the non-physical quantity. Oops. A quantity which can be measured is called physical quantity. Example: speed, mass, force, momentum, etc. What is rest? When position of a body does not change with respect to a reference point, then it is called in rest. Motion: when position of a body changes with respect to a reference point, then It is called in motion. Next, we are going to discuss about the distance and displacement. Before discussing this distance and displacement, we are going to discuss what are the different type of the physical quantity. Students, we are having two type of the physical quantity. First is called a scalar quantity and second is called vector quantity. A scalar quantity are those quantity which has only magnitude. It will have no direction. Vector quantity are those quantities which has both magnitude as well as direction. Example of the scalar quantity is mass, then we have speed, then pressure, etc. Example of vector quantity is velocity, force, momentum, acceleration, etc. A scalar quantity can't be negative, whereas vector quantity can be negative or positive according to the direction. It can be positive or negative or zero. A scalar quantity can be zero or it will be always positive. It can't be negative. So, second important point is a scalar quantity can be added or subtracted or multiplied by simple rules of the mathematics, but vector quantity is added, multiplied, divided by using rule of the vector algebra. So we are having basic three differences between a scalar quantity and vector quantity. A scalar quantity has no direction, vector quantity has direction. A scalar quantity can't be negative, whereas vector quantity can be negative. A scalar quantity is added, subtracted, multiplied or divided by simple rules of the mathematics, whereas vector quantity can be added, subtracted, divided or multiplied by using rule of vector algebra. Suppose a body is starting from A and by taking this path it is reaching to the point B. Then total distance covered by the body will be the actual length of the path from point A to B. And what is displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between point A and B. Displacement is the shortest distance between point A and B. So next we are going to calculate how we can find distance and displacement between the two positions. Distance is the length of actual path between two positions of a body. It is a scalar quantity it cannot be negative. Its SI unit is meter. What is displacement? Shortest distance between two positions of a body is called displacement. It is a vector quantity it can be negative. Its SI unit is also meter.